If I wanted to start day trading from complete scratch in 2026, this is exactly what I would do. Not what some guru on YouTube told you to do, not what worked 5 years ago, what I would do right now today after making over $1 million trading stock options. My name's Eduardo, I'm 23 years old, and I would tell you right now that if I could go back in time with the experience I have right now, I would become profitable in 3 months instead of 2 years. Because when I started day trading, I made every single mistake you could make when you start out. I traded penny stocks, I over leveraged, I chased home runs. I traded every single day when there is no volume and I kept blowing up accounts. And it took me 2 years to figure out how it actually works. But you don't have to do that, because in this video, I'm gonna give you the exact steps you need to take to become profitable in 2026. From setting up your account to choosing what to trade and the strategy you need to focus on, and how long it's actually gonna take. No fluff, no bullshit, just the real process. So if you're serious about learning how to trade the right way, pay attention. Because this video is gonna save you years of wasted time and save you thousands of dollars. So now let's get into it. All right, so obviously the very first thing I would do is open up a brokerage account. And there are 3 brokers that I would choose from: Webull, Robinhood, or Thinkorswim. Really, it's all personal preference. It just comes down to the UI, user interface, and what's more comfortable for you. I personally use Webull and Robinhood because they have instant withdrawals and deposits, and it just makes it so much easier for me to get into the market. So I can deposit $10,000 and use it to trade right now, or withdraw $50,000 and have it in my bank account within seconds. But like I said, it doesn't matter which one you pick. It just comes down to the user interface, what you like best. But here's the important part nobody tells you. As soon as you open an account, you have to switch it to a cash account. Most people make the mistake and think they need $25,000 to trade, when you don't. If you switch it to a cash account, the money you have in your account is what you're able to use to trade. If you trade on a margin account, you get hit with the PDT rule, pattern day trader rule. It only allows you 3 day trades per week. So once you use those 3 day trades, you can no longer trade. But on a cash account, you can trade with whatever you have: 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, a million, doesn't matter. You can trade unlimited amount of trade. And the only catch is you can only use your buying power once per day. So if you have $10,000 and you use up all $10,000, you are done for the day until the next day. But honestly, that's a good thing, because it forces you to be selective with your trades instead of just taking random trades all day. So step 1, open an account on Robinhood, Webull, or Thinkorswim and switch to a cash account immediately. The second step would be start small. I'm being serious. Start as small as possible. And I don't care if you have $50,000 in your bank account. Start with $1,000 or less. Why? Because you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna take losses, and it's better to take losses with a smaller amount of money than it is to risk your entire bank account and make those same mistakes. So I'd rather you learn those lessons with $1,000 than $50,000. And I see this all the time. People come to me and they're like, "Yo, Eduardo, I have $20,000. Can I put this into an account and trade with it?" No, absolutely not. Start with $1,000, get comfortable with that, and learn the skill. Over time, you're gonna get bored of making $10, $15 a day and subconsciously add more to your position. This is how you start sizing your account. But if you start with $20,000 and end up losing all of it, maybe even half, you're gonna quit and you're gonna end up saying day trading is gambling. You're gonna become one of the 99%. So start small. I'm being dead serious about this. Step 3, you have to understand what you're actually trading. All right, so now you have your account set up, you have money in there, but what are you gonna trade? This is where most beginners fuck up. They go to Reddit or Twitter, they see this $2 stock that's up 50% in a day, and they're like, I have to get into this. But that's where you need to stop. The second you find yourself doing that, just stop. Don't take any trades. Please, for the love of God, do not do that. You're not trading penny stocks, you're not trading mid caps, you're not trading some random stocks you've never even heard of. You're trading blue chip stocks, the S&P 500, the top 20 companies in the United States, some of which you use every day: Apple, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, just to name a few. But why would you trade these? And that's because these are gonna have the most volume every single day. And what we trade is volume. Volume is very simply people buying or selling. So the more volume, the bigger the moves. So you wanna trade the highest traded companies, which are gonna have the most volume, which also means the more money you can make. While penny stocks, they don't have volume. They're manipulated and you're gonna get pumped and dumped. But blue chip stocks, they have billions of dollars of volume every single day. Billionaires, hedge funds, the banks, they're all trading these companies. So that's where you wanna be. My watch list doesn't change. It's the same consistent stocks every single day. The S&P 500, SPY, QQQ, NASDAQ, NVIDIA, Google, Meta, Apple, Tesla, many more. There's so many other stocks. But I would keep it in the top 20. You know, one might get kicked out, another one might be put in, you know, but just keep it in the top 20. Those are gonna have the most volume, and I never change it. I only trade those stocks. So step 3, only trade the top 20 stocks in the S&P 500 and you should be completely fine. All right, so now you know what to trade, but how do you actually trade it? This is where most beginners get overwhelmed. They go on YouTube and watch 100 different trading videos. They learn about the RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, all these different things, the Elliott theory, whatever. And they think, oh, I need to learn this to become profitable. And no, you don't. In fact, learning too much is actually gonna fuck you up. Because when you learn 10 different strategies, you're gonna be looking at the charts and you're gonna be second guessing yourself. You're gonna be hesitating on everything. And by the time you actually decide to take the trade, it's gone. So if I was starting over, I would trade one strategy, and that's it. Now here's the strategy in the simplest terms possible. I'll wait for a level to be broken with the fair value gap. I enter on the retest, then I target the previous high or low, depending on which side it breaks. That's it. That's the entire strategy. Now let me break it down. The first step is to mark your highs and lows, right? So highs are where your seller stepped in, boom. Lows are where buyers stepped in. Always go to the 4-hour chart. Yes, you can use the daily as well, but I like the 4-hour because I also use what's called a 4-hour inside bar, which I will make another video on. So obviously, price isn't gonna make a tremendous move within a day here, right? But now we have our targets. We know where sellers are at and we know where buyers are at. So if we zoom in even more, we can find areas where price is just consolidating sideways, and you can mark these highs and lows as well. This is called a range. This is what you don't want to trade. You want to wait for price to be trending to the upside or downside. Once you break that level, the next step is for you to look for a fair value gap, a displacement. Once you break that level, the next step is for you to look for a fair value gap, a displacement. A displacement on the chart is 3 candles. It's very simply just buyers outweighing sellers or sellers outweighing buyers. And I have a video on fair value gaps on my channel, so if you want to go check that out, feel free. Now that we have our levels marked on the 4-hour time frame, all we have to do is zoom into our day trading time frames like the 3-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, and look for that fair value gap breaking through a level. So here we are in replay mode. We're going to see which way the market wants to move. Looks like price gapped up. Let me go back. Here you can see that price gapped up and it finally broke through this level here with a fair value gap. So now all we have to do is mark that fair value gap. We're on the 3-minute time frame. You could even use the 1-minute if you want to be more precise. I prefer the 3-minute just because I know that the larger the time frame, the stronger these levels are going to be. And on the very next candle, I'm going to enter on the retest. And since we already have our targets marked, we know exactly where we want to target. So let's see how this plays out. Boom. And then as you can see here, price did ultimately stay above this level. Although it didn't hit full TP, whenever you're looking at full TP, you know, obviously not always will it hit full TP because this is all-time highs. This is just the previous high that we marked. What you could do to prevent yourself from overholding your trades is simply look for another previous high, right? The closest previous high. Because the larger time frames are just for you to know where those large orders of sellers are at and also large orders of buyers down here, right? But every high is sellers and every low is buyers. So if you're breaking up to the upside, obviously your TP should be down here and not there, right? That was a little exaggerated, but this is how you should be trading it. And then keep in mind, the same strategy applies. So let's go into the next day. This is Tuesday of last week. Let's look at this high right here. If we break this high with a fair value gap, let's take a trade. We have our fair value gap. All we need is a retest and we'll target previous highs again, like so. Then obviously we'll set our stop loss, boom. All we need is a retest. And once we retest, we get in the trade. Here's our retest, had 2 retests, and it is now approaching TP. So that's how it works. It's very simple. That's it. I've made over $1 million using this exact setup. Now you might be thinking, Eduardo, that sounds way too simple. There's no way that works. Nope, that's it. That's the whole process. And if you follow this, I genuinely believe you can go from complete beginner, no experience, to profitable in 3 months. But here's the reality, doing this alone is hard. You're gonna have questions, you're gonna hit roadblocks, and you're gonna make mistakes not knowing how to fix them. And that's why I created my mentorship. It's this exact process, but you get access to me. You get to watch me trade live, you get to ask questions in real time, you get a community of traders who are on the same journey. And we've had students go from complete beginners to $100,000 weeks, $30,000 months, and six-figure net worths. Not because they got lucky, but because they followed this exact process, which I just gave to you guys for free. So if you're serious about this and you actually want to become profitable instead of just watching a bunch of videos and hoping it clicks, then click the link in the description. You'll hop on a call with my team, we'll see if you're a good fit, and if you are, then you're stuck with me for life. But even if you don't join, take everything that you learned in this video and use it. Follow the process, be patient, and stay consistent. Because this shit is real, and it can change your life. It's been Decrypt, I'm out of here.